welcome back. My name is Katie. If you're new here, if you're not new, still Katie. I hope you all had a really good holiday. If you don't celebrate, then I hope everyone left you alone and you got to do exactly what you wanted. But if not, and you did have to go see family, I hope that was great. We had a lot of cancellations. We were supposed to host, but the weather, well, you all know, I think everyone got something odd. It just got freezing here. We were supposed to get a bunch of snow, which didn't materialize. I always wish if it's cold, at least I want a good amount of snow to enjoy. We could still see the grass through it. It's kind of a bummer. I want snow, so you can play. That's all right though. Some people came and we had a good time. And then I went to my family and my husband's family. The kids got really great gifts and it was just really nice to see everyone. I don't know, I love Christmas. We always have a really nice time. So, and my husband was home. Sometimes he misses it. Being a pilot, he has to be away and he doesn't always get to choose. So Santa comes early for us. He's very forgiving that way. But this year we got to do it on official Christmas, which was fun. So yeah, I did end up getting sick after last time. So I had to miss the friend party and my birthday was like all, we had a lot of, it's like as soon as we got better, someone would get sick. The kids went through like a few different things. I hope you're not all experiencing the same thing. It's been going on for a while, so we're kind of over it. But that's all right. We're on break now. So it's been playing with toys and we went and got some board games, which is super fun. I don't know about you, but like the next 48 hours after Christmas is like, get all the new stuff out and try it out. So you spend your day like building Legos and making a bunch of trash. But we had a good time. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I didn't get as much done as I wanted because, again, I got sick. But I did have some progress, so I'll show you that. And I found a quilt that I didn't show that I completed while I was on hiatus. So maybe you guys who were wondering if that actually appeared, it did and got finished. So I'm quite proud of that. And I'll show you that too. So let's get started. I'm wearing, this is the Lento Sweater, Lento. I forget the designer. I'll list it below. I usually do. And it was a kit from Sonder Yarn Co. So it's like a single base with mohair held together. Oh, it feels so nice. Like, I wish you could pet me. Come over and pet me. It's a really nice feeling sweater. If you can splurge on their yarn, it is really worth it. This one especially is really small, like it's just a little cropped guy. So, you know, you should go for it. It feels really nice. It's a quick little knit. So yeah, that one turned out nice. I don't think I've worn it on here. I completed it this year. So it was a quick guy. You should get on that. So that's what I'm wearing. Yeah, ta-da! Now on to quilting. I got more of these blocks quilted. I finally kind of got all the registration lines in. I don't know about you, but I'll go in with my machine and put like a few lines in. And then I did like the longer hand quilted lines. That way as you're filling it in, nothing's moving. You kind of have everything committed to its spot. It just makes less problems later. So I got more of this orange square done. It has taken a bit. I have not been as monogamous on getting it done. I do like the all over kind of texture though. It just makes everything disappear. I'm using Perle cotton. I don't know if I said that last time. I really like that big stitch. It's like super, let's see if you can see it up close. I don't know. Can you see? So that's Perle cotton. It comes in these little, I have them right here. Ooh. Like these. Right, so mine's just like an off-white color. I think you can find like black and white at like Joann's kind of place, but they are a little hard if you want other colors. I had to get them online, but maybe you're lucky and have like a quilt store that stocks them. Mine does not. Maybe they will as it gets more popular. I see more and more people using it because it just has more of a pop, you know, than just a quilter's cotton thread that you quilt with. Kind of shows up more. Bam, like that. So that's that. And I did find the original, the one I'm replacing, and I thought I'd show you how horrible it's falling apart. I think this was like probably the third or fourth quilt I made. I was still learning, okay, guys? Don't judge me too harshly. But my son loves it. It has to stay up in his room, and you can see here, I'll show you. It's got just like huge tears in it now. I think last time we talked, I said I'd only put like a few lines of quilting in. I put no lines of quilting in. I just used some ties. And I mean like 4 ties a block. These blocks are massive. I don't know what. I know what I was thinking. I was thinking, I don't know what I'm doing. 4 is enough, right? It's not. Like all of the long seams, these here are stressed. There's no binding. I think I quilted all the way around and then like turned it, you know, like quilted all the way around it and then turned it right way out and kind of finished a little hole. So like this is supposed to be an edge, like a top and bottom. They're all folded on each other because there's no, it's just very sad. And he super loves it. So I thought I'd make one that actually stays together. That's the goal. It's been probably 15 years. So I mean, if you are new to something, don't be discouraged. Even though it is dying a slow, painful death, it's still loved and got a ton of use over 15 years. And I learned something in making it. So I say try it. Every time you make something, even if it goes terribly wrong, you are learning. And I think that's part of the fun, I guess. I don't know. But I'm a masochist, I guess. I like learning the hard way through trial and error. But anyway, that's that quilt. Again, it's from like a really old magazine that my grandmother gave me. So I don't think it's a pattern that most of you could have access to unless they have maybe like an archive of, I don't know. If you're interested, let me know. I'll pull the magazine out again. But it's like Fawns and Porter's from 1990 something. It just happened to grab my eye. It looked very simple. It has like 6 blocks, you know, that are giant. So I think that's why I chose it, which is great. It really worked out as a beginner pattern. I just didn't know how to finish it correctly. So you learn. And now I get to remake it in more fun colors that he'll like, and it'll actually stay put. That's the plan. Stay with me. We'll see that it gets done. And then the quilt that I did finish and forgot to show anybody is I just made a log cabin quilt. The fabric is from Dust and Waves Textile. She's just a small business, and she ice dyes cotton fabric to make like really neat looking tie-dye fabric. So I thought it'd be fun to take kind of this newer modern looking fabric and put it in like a really traditional old-timey pattern. That was the idea. I had no pattern necessarily. I just kind of chose the width of the strips that I wanted and went with it. So I'll show you how it ended up. It's king size, so it is massive. Please don't make me unfold it. I have to put them away again. Don't make me. So this is it. So you can see I chose 2 colors of her fabric, and they do vary a lot, like even within the yard of fabric that you get, because again, it's ice dyed. It just kind of does what it wants across the surface. So what I did was split it up into like darker and lighter, hoping that that would give enough of a contrast to kind of see, you know, the log cabin part. And then I just paired it with solids of varying colors. I kind of pulled out some pastels that I saw in the tie-dyed fabric so that it would just be a fun little mix. It turned out really pretty. I just started, this is the center. I didn't even plan this. This is the center though. It did come up, and I just made a box and quilted 1/2 inch lines all the way around. So you can kind of like, it's a spiral, but it's a square spiral. It was a pain in the butt. I don't think I'll be doing it again. I like quilting a spiral. It just covers everything, it makes it super nice. But the square part, oh, such a pain in the butt. Do not recommend, because even if you're off a bit, like your lines start getting weird at the corners, so you'd have to like backtrack, or is a bit of a hassle. And when you're dealing with a king size quilt on your home sewing machine, I just made it a lot harder on myself than I wanted to. So, you know, learn from my pain. I do like making a spiral, and if you're interested in doing that, I'll show you how I do it. I learned from a craftsy class, I think, a woman that just uses her walking foot, and she had like a bunch of different methods of using that, which is really nice on a home sewing machine to use your walking foot. And you can get a lot of different kind of looks with just that. So I really liked using that, but here it is. And then they just make diamonds, you know, solids, and then the tie-dye, solid tie-dye all the way out. Today, I was pretty proud of her. She's pretty on the bed. See? It's so big. As soon as I finished, I was like, I'm never making a king size quilt again. But of course I will. You forget how hard it is when you do it again. It's life, right? Petite quilt. That's probably the last quilt I have finished in a while. I need to get my quilting back on track. I did buy like a little bundle for a pattern that just came out recently, so maybe I'll start that over break. I haven't been quilting as much. I don't know. When you quilt, I have to like sit in here kind of in this room by myself, but knitting, I can be out bothering everybody. So I guess that's been more my vibe lately. Maybe winter when we're all stuck inside and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go quilt. You guys go entertain yourselves. I think I feel some quilting coming on. But that is my finished object. Ta-da. Very nice, right? Yeah. And then I did work on those socks. I was so happy to get to them. If you remember, I had to like go back last time and change the size I was making and the needles and all of that, but it was worth it because they fit really great. This is the Hibernal socks by Summerly Knits. That's the pattern, and they are so cute, right? It's a faux cable, so you just kind of pass a stitch over. It's a 4-row repeat, which is just enough for you to remember without like having a paper around. It's really nice. I like that. I find lately that I can really do without carrying the pattern around. I guess as I've been knitting more, it just maybe becomes a little easier to remember what you're doing. But anyway, I'm almost to the toe. I'm really proud. This yarn, Little LionHead Knits. She has like a tweed sock base. This was English lavender, something tea related. So it's got like a purpley, I don't know if it's even showing through here, but sometimes it looks super purpley in places, like she overlaid it. I don't know. It's a really nice color, and the yarn feels so good. So if you're looking for a fun tweed base, she has one. Yay! Aren't we proud of me? This one's really fun. I like that guy. So yeah, I'll hopefully finish that soon and to cast on the second sock while I still remember what I'm doing. That's always important, right? I like that sock. It's always nice to have a sock on the go. They're so small and easy to like take everywhere. It's good. And then my Sophie shawl, I got that yellow in the mail and took off the gray that I did not like. I'm so glad I did. So I'm now just down to my last, see, look, we're all the way, here's the point that you come to, right? So you increase like all this way, and then you decrease all the way back the other way. Really simple pattern, very satisfying to knit, easy to like sit and watch a show while you're doing it. I got my hair done and I took it there last night because it's just easy to sit around with and not have to fuss. But yeah, I really like this pattern. The yarn is super squishy. It's gonna feel really nice. It's a Purl Soho worsted twist. That's the yarn I used. This one's yellow or something like that. I'm sure you'll be able to tell which one it is. It's quite yellow. Not even sure why I bought it at the time, but I'm glad I used it for this. It's very fun. Yay. Yeah, I like this one. So we're almost done. I think I'm on my last skein. So maybe next time I'll have it finished. And that will be nice. I think I'll make another one. I really do like it and it's real quick. I can see why everyone made it for gifts because it's kind of so, it's simple but packs a lot of warmth, the goodness that you want. And then I did cast on a new, it's a cowl. I was gonna cast on a shawl on the day after Christmas Eve, but this yarn came in the mail first and it was so pretty that I had to cast it on. So then I didn't get to my West Knits. They're doing like a cowl that I was gonna try, but this was too pretty not to do. So I'll show you. I think it's the Aunties cowl from Farmer's Daughter Fibers. So pretty. It uses Spincycle and it's color work. So like as you go, the yarn changes. It's so pretty. This is like a flower in the center and you just repeat these back out on the other end. I love it so much. I think the main color is Desert Rose. It's a DK. And then this is the Spincycle. So you can see I'm about to go super blue, which is fun. I think this one's Wololo. The colors are very interesting, but you could find anything and pull this off. It'll be like a double wrapped kind of infinity cowl. I haven't made one of those in forever, so it seemed really fun. And I like a little bit of color work sometimes. It's nice to vary up the kind of patterns that you're doing. So if you're really not feeling well, which I haven't been, you can just have something simple. But if you need a little jazzy project to challenge yourself a little bit, you have something else to pick up. So yeah, I think it's turning out really nice. I'm not like that great at color work. I guess when I do it, I don't feel super confident, but I think it is working. So I'm very proud. I do mark the repeats off like every, I think it's 24 stitches, but that way I know if I'm off, you know, like if you're a stitch too far over one way or the other and you go like a whole round and then discover it's a bummer. So this way I know pretty quickly that I messed it up. So that's my tip to you. If you're not that great at remembering, I feel pretty good about that. But most of these motifs don't have like long floats, which is really nice because if you're not that great at color work, which I'm not, it feels a lot easier to accomplish. So there's only like a few rows where you have to catch the yarn if you don't want a super long float. And I don't feel bad either way because again, it will be closed up like this, right? So all your floats are locked inside. So you're not gonna catch them. Like when you have a sweater, you're supposed to be careful with those floats because you'll catch it on something or like on the inside and you can really mess up with your work. So you don't want really long lines along the back. These are floats. See, so you don't want to go too far because it's easy to snag on something, but because they're all gonna be trapped inside, maybe I can get away with maybe a bit of a longer float. We'll see. Wish me luck on this one. I think it's turning out really pretty. So I love their yarn. And again, I am trying in 2023 not to buy yarn. So I'll have to use what I have around me. which maybe I'll do like a workroom tour. You can see the chaos that is in front of me that you can't see. But that's what I'm going to be working from next year. So I really want to. It's so hard. I mean, there's just beautiful dyers and designers making lovely things every day. And it's hard to not just keep acquiring beautiful things. But I need to actually make some of the beautiful things so I have room, because I don't want to run out of room. That's sad, but it's a good problem to have, and I feel very lucky. So I'm going to start using some of that. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try very hard. So now it's like, with the last few days of the year, I'm like a squirrel, like acquiring their last nuts, you know, before the winter. Like, is there anything else I need before I go on this blackout? So I'm excited, but because it'll be nice. I have some really lovely things waiting to be made. So it's not like I'm hurting for nice projects. It'll just be sad not getting new projects. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm gonna stop touching. I'm just like continue going. Look at the pretty marker. Hold on, let me turn it around so you can see. Isn't that lovely? That's Lock and Lou. I'll put her below as well. She makes just gorgeous little markers. I love finding a nice marker. I don't know what it is. I love every part. It just makes me happy when you have like that nice little thing you come around to every time. I don't know, anybody else? I've got just a nice little collection going of stitch markers. So I get to choose just the right one. It makes me happy. It's the little things. You spend so much time on it, you might as well super enjoy it. So I try to. But anyway, I'm really enjoying this pattern. It's very nice. I don't do a ton of color work, so I thought I would do this before the next sweater that I want to cast on is going to be color work with that steeking. You steek the arms, which I've never done, but it is color work. So I thought this is like dip my toe back in to color work, get ready for the sweater. So at least when I'm panicking about the steek, I'm not also worried that my color work won't look nice. I don't know. I feel like that last sweater, the Easy V sweater by Caitlin Hunter that had really simple color work in it, that turned out well. Like I didn't mess that up. So if you're looking for like a starter colorwork sweater, that was a really good one. It was just chevrons. There was not a single like long float. There was no like 3 colors in one row. Nothing crazy. Super simple and worsted weight, so it went real fast. That was a good one for me to start with. So I'm hoping to finish that sweater. I'm like still in the purple of the sleeve. Like I made maybe 2 inches of progress. I didn't even get it out because I don't know. Do you care that much about my 2 inches on my sleeve? I'm still in the purple. I'm like up here on the sleeve. Sleeves take so long. I swear it takes longer to get down a sleeve than it does like the whole body of a sweater. I don't know why. So yeah, wish me luck there. I really want to finish that sweater. It's gonna be really nice once blocked. Like, oh, such a fun fuzzy sweater. So hopefully next time I'll show you that too. I'd like the sweater and the Sophie shawl done. And maybe that one sock. Oh, that's a lot of goals. Okay. Well, that's what I'll be working on. And we're all feeling better. And I have free time. So maybe I'll have a lot to show you next time. I hope you're all having like some kind of downtime and are looking forward to next year. And yeah, I can't wait to see you all there. So happy knitting, making, crafting. Be awesome. You can totally do that project that you're worried about. You got it. If you have a question or something, like write it. Lots of people read these comments and I'm sure someone can help. So, you know, throw them out there. We'll do our best. We're all together in this. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Bye, guys.